Hey guys, my name is Jensen and this is Bhupinder Joshi. Bhupinder is the founder of Robobotics, and I was so lucky to have the chance to interview him. In a moment, he will guide us through how easy it is to extract invoices with AI in Robobotics.
I will also show you one thing which I already guest posted in one of my LinkedIn posts about automatic invoice processing.
Yeah.
So the capability of that particular kind of activity is to process almost every single kind of format of the invoice. It can get like all the most important fields out of it. Let's say invoice number, company name, the total amount, the email address if it exists, so on. So yeah, I will also give you a demo of a small one invoice, which will also help people to do their invoicing stuff a lot
Awesome.
more easier because I guess it's a biggest business in the market, right? Because they really suffers a lot when they work with RPA vendors or RPA tools. They don't really know how to use actually the AI stuff, right? Because for me, I have a good knowledge of programming and stuff, so I can easily understand that, but I still have to spend a lot of time. But when you sell your software or RPA tool, you say you don't need to know the coding language or stuff. You can simply drag and drop and use, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's quite difficult for users to understand it without programming knowledge if it is not built in that way, right?
Yeah.
If it is just
And,
a
and,
kind of an
and will
yeah.
you have, sorry to interrupt you, but will your activities, will they be built in so I can just drag and drop the AI activities in
Yeah,
Robobotics?
yeah. Basically, I just uploaded one activity in here. It's not all. It's just for the demonstration purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you drag in here, it will just ask you to select the invoice.
Yeah.
So if I just go and select, let's say if I have invoicing.
While we wait here, I'll have to ask you about a little question. Aren't you afraid that when we publish this video in a few days, that someone might copy you, or what do you think about that?
Well, the innovations cannot be copied for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the design can be or the things, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not really afraid of this because I know that I can do other innovative stuff as well. So
Cool.
innovation cannot be copied, right? So the things which you do in the background are most important things, the logics, the algorithms you build yourself. So
What
yeah,
have you done here? Can you dragged in this invoice data activities?
yeah,
What maybe, and this is an AI activity. I can see that to the left.
yeah,
But
yeah,
what does this activity? And
yeah. Well, what it does, it try to it has two different capabilities. So okay, I'll actually open that invoice which I dragged here.
mhm. It's in the music. That's of course where you store your
Yeah,
invoices.
yeah. So yeah, this was the invoice,
Yeah.
right? So it
So just a sample
invoice data
invoice
set.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am using computer vision to improve the quality of the image, right?
Hmm.
To make it much more readable for the OCR, and then the OCR stuff happens, and then later on I have built an algorithm with NLP and stuff to recognize whether it is a kind of an invoice number or it's a company name with the tagging and other stuff with post tag and uh, other features of NLP.
Yeah.
So it comes back with the dictionary. It actually whatsoever it reads, if it finds that information, then it adds that information in a dictionary, and then from that dictionary we can just extract it. Yeah, it's more like it's very simple for people to understand it because they just I'm actually improving it a lot because then I will give user a functionality to define what they actually need out of it, right? So at the
Yeah.
moment it is actually extracting, let's say the company name, the date of invoice, the total amount, the invoice number, and yeah, we don't have email address, I guess. So
When you say it's at the moment it's extracting this, so this is something you define for the user. So if I drag this activity in, you have defined what's important for me, and then that data will
Yeah,
come out.
at the moment, it's like, yeah, I had predefined it, but I will let the user select what they wanted from it. So basically, then it will be much more readable for user to know, okay, what he's actually extracting out of the invoice, right?
And
So yeah,
will this be like will this work on any invoice or only that this kind of invoice?
that's the good thing about it. So that's where your innovations works. So I'll show you maybe different samples of invoices.
Hmm?
Uh, at the moment, like if it is an English invoice, it can almost understand almost 90% of formats, which is quite
Cool.
high. Yeah. So I just tested the invoices which I had. Like I could only collect few, like 20 to 25 different formats. So I
Hmm?
tested them all, and then it gave me really nice accuracy, because it actually knows, okay, where to find what, right, with those algorithms. So it's not like it will not really go ahead with the positions and stuff, because then it can be done with the normal regex, right? So, but yeah, it will with the NLP and the computer vision, with the combination, it tries to find from the text itself. It learns the text.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
yeah,
Should we run
so
it?
yeah. Let me. So at the moment, it's this is a demonstration version. So it's not with the IntelliSense at the moment. So I will just create a dictionary to hold the value.
And this works exactly like one big program like I used to work in. I can see that.
Uh, Sorry, like.
It works. This thing here with the variable thing and all that works like exactly like UI path, right? Like
Yeah,
even the
basically this is the it's not from the UI path itself, it's from the Microsoft platform itself,
yeah.
right? So these things like property panel and these things comes from that framework
So
which we
it's,
use.
so when I work a lot in UI path, this will come very easy to me if I choose
Yeah,
to work.
exactly. Like for the people who used UiPath in the past, it will be really easy for them to understand it. Really easy.
Cool.
So now I created one, let's say the dictionary. So I will just get the
Hmm.
results in dictionary, and let's try to show it in a message box. So yeah, I will also define this stuff, because in dictionary first, as I told you, I predefined, let's say, the company name. So if I'll just run it, well,
Yeah.
it's already opened. Yeah, so
So we got the company name out here.
yeah, so this is in the message box. So
Yeah.
let's say if I want to know the date, I already just copied it in here, I guess, the parameters, what you can pass in it.
And we change it
Let's
in the
say,
dictionary. Yeah.
yeah, so if I just do this, so it will actually, if I just do this invoice state, it will get me this invoice state. But I just prepared this to put it in a kind of a Windows applications to show, okay, this is how it actually extracts the information and put it in the application. So I built this application just for demonstration purposes. So if I go here, it will just start putting it in this application. If you just try to, let me just do it. So let's say set value. So it's a Windows application. So now you can set, let's say, in here. So you just keep the control pressed, and then it will come back with the selector, with all the information, with all the unique identities of Windows application. And
Hmm.
you use the same thing here.
So we set the That's
Yeah,
it's quite
you delete the
intuitive at
message box,
least. Yeah.
and then you can just delete this. Let's also close this invoice and run it. Yeah.
Boom.
So
Yeah. And this will
so
work with like another invoice as well, and we can set
yeah,
a
yeah.
quote
So
in.
yeah, let's try to take another sample.
Yeah.
So
And this is quite convenient because if I, as a low code or maybe just even a no code
mhm.
RPA builder, this one will become very easy for me. I don't have to
Yeah,
write any code at all or understand it. Of course, I have to write a little code, but it's very
it's very
minimum,
less.
right?
It's low code
Yeah,
basically. Yeah, that's actually that was the purpose of RPA, right? So
yeah,
that's how you can say, okay, so you can use this product and it's really easy to understand. But
yeah.
when you have to write lot many codes to train your model and the stuff, right? So people would not know how to train their models,
No.
right? So yeah, your program should know how to train your model based on the user input. So let's say it's a different invoice. Yeah,
That one looks completely different.
yeah, completely different. Yeah,
And you don't change anything in the
I
product.
will
They
just select the
actually
invoice. I will don't
okay.
do
And
anything.
then the robotics will handle everything for us now. To just
Yeah, exactly. So I will
recognize
just,
that's
so what I would do, I will
it's the
just
lead.
select, let's say this was the invoice. Yeah.
Yeah. And we will delete the company name here. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So affordable care. So that was the company name.
Yeah. Oh, that's very smooth. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So this was, let's say, this is the name of the company, which is
Yeah.
right here.
Affordable there.
Yeah. So affordable lawn care. So we can also extract, let's say, this total amount out of it. Sorry, I actually predefined few things. So let me know the total. Okay. So this is the total. So if I'll just add another set value activity here and use the select element, and let's say, let's put it here in the total amount. Okay. So
And that won't be 129.
yeah, so let's run it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so we can also do with the different invoices I have tested, but I guess it will be a lot of time taking stuff
Yeah.
to do in one demonstration. So yeah, this is how it can read the invoices.
Yeah.
As I've told you, it is like I also posted one video with eight to nine different invoices on LinkedIn. Maybe you can go through and check the accuracy of this too. It was 100% for them, but yeah, I'm just saying 95 because uh, like I could only test 20 to 25 formats,
Yeah.
right? But I can still like giving 5% relaxation that okay, it may.
What an awesome demonstration by Bhupinder. If you like this video, you will like the video to the right with OpenRPA and Alan Zimmerman. OpenRPA is an open source RPA tool totally free of charge for both developing and running attended and unattended robots. In the video, Alan Zimmerman demonstrates OpenRPA's capabilities.